I thought I'd take a minute to talk to you about the sizes and shapes of Pukis and the importance of that. Well, I made this bowl this morning. This is a replica, the original of which is about 9.5 inches in diameter. Now, given that the clay is going to shrink after you form it, and that you can come out from the sides of the Puki a little bit, maybe a ½ inch or less, given a bowl of this height, I figured I wanted a Puki that was about 9.5 to 10 inches in diameter. That way, by the time it's done shrinking, I'll be about the right size. But I didn't have any Pukis that size. So I looked around. This is a wooden bowl I picked up at Target, and it is just about 9.5 inches in diameter. The problem with this is that it comes up so high on the sides. Now you think about it, a high Puki actually saves you some work. That's extra coiling that you don't have to do. But because it comes up so high, you can't really come out beyond the sides of the Puki very far. Any pot you form in this is going to be not much bigger than 9.5 inches, especially after it shrinks. It's going to be significantly less. And that is because it is such a deep Puki. And the same goes for almost any commercial bowl that you buy for a Puki. A lot of these bowls, this one also came from Target, are really well shaped for making round bottom pots, but they tend to come up a little high. And that limits how far out you can come, because by the time you start coiling, the shape is already kind of almost to a vertical point. And so you can't really bring it out much. You can bring it in all you want, but you can't get much wider than the diameter. Now, these Pukis that I make, these shallow ones, are a lot more flexible. Because they're rather shallow, I can go ahead and make a pot and bring it up from there if I want, or I can bring it out a long way from there if I have a clay that is strong enough to support that, and if it is shallow enough. So these, you can get a lot more different shapes out of this. And here's another one that's a little bigger but still shallow. Gives you a lot more flexibility. In this case, I did use an earthenware Puki that was mine because it wasn't quite as deep as these commercial Pukis, but it was only about 8 inches in diameter. So this replica will probably end up a bit smaller than the original. But still, I think it's going to be closer to the original than what I would have gotten one of these commercial ones. If you'd like to learn how to make one of these shallow earthenware Pukis of your own, they're fairly easy to make. I have a full video-based lesson on my website that'll help walk you through the whole process. And you can get that for free by signing up for my monthly email newsletter. I'll put the link to that in the doobly-doo and in the comments. So if you're interested in learning to make your own Pukis, sign up for my newsletter, get that free lesson. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.